so much for joining me. Today we're doing an evening yoga class, perfect to do right before you go to bed. So make sure you can get yourself really comfortable here, maybe have a couple pillows or a blanket close by. We won't be using any props, so no need for a block or a strap or anything like that. We're going to start seated. So cross-legged if that's comfortable to you. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Reach the crown of the head up tall, and let's stretch out the neck. So drop your right ear towards the right shoulder. Press the left shoulder down. You keep the chin slightly elevated so you're not rolling down. You should feel a little bit of a stretch into the left side of your neck. If you'd like to go a little further, you're going to crawl your left fingertips out to the side. Maybe use your right hand to gently rest over the top of the head. And then pull the ear far away from the left shoulder. If it's too much with your right hand, we're going to up your head. Just keep it down. And because this is a bedtime practice, we don't want to use too much force or energy. We want this to be a soothing, relaxing practice. So breathe in and out through the nose. 5 breaths right here. To roll the chin down towards the chest, stretching more towards the back of the neck, top of the shoulder blade. Use your right hand to cradle the head and slowly lift it all the way back up to center. Before we do the other side, bend the elbows in a 90-degree angle. Cross your right arm underneath your left, combining arms 4 twice. Press the shoulders away from the ears and drop the forehead towards the biceps. Release. Fingertips to the floor. Let's do the neck release on the second side. So drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. If you want to go deeper, you're going to crawl your right fingertips out to the side of the mat. And maybe the left hand rests on the head to pull the right ear away from the top of the shoulder. Start to roll the chin down towards the left shoulder and left armpit. Cradle your head with your hand and use the left palm to lift all the way back up. Bending the elbows, so eagle arms on the second side, left arm underneath your right, binding once or twice. Start to drop the forehead towards the biceps. Release and unwind. Let's make our way to a tabletop pose for hands and knees. Visualize the hip circles here. No right or wrong way to do this. Just move with your breath. This is a great way to warm up the hips and get in touch with our lower back. Getting any kinks out of the way. Noticing how your day has affected your body, and let's reverse in the other direction. Coming all the way back up to center, moving through cat and cow. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up as you pull the heart forward. Exhale, chin to chest, round the upper back, press the palms to the floor. Take a few more at your own pace, so as you inhale, you lift. On the exhale, we round and contract. Just 2 more full cycles. Coming back to neutral, keep your hips over the tops of the knees. Walk your palms forward, coming into puppy pose. Forehead releases down to the floor. Pressing the chest down to the ground. Take the last 3 breaths here, stretching through both sides of the waist, softening the neck. And let's bend the elbows, slide forward onto your belly into Sphinx pose. So forearms stay down to the ground. Maybe walk the palms a couple inches forward. So you control how deep you go in this back bend. The further in you have your elbows, the more intense it will be. So if you need to lessen it, just slide your elbows forward. Focus on lifting the chest and pulling the heart forward as you draw the shoulders back. Tops of the feet are pressing down into the mat. We want to let go of the day we've had. Any to-do lists you might be thinking of. Just putting that to the side and focusing on the breath. Preparing for a great night's sleep. Let's melt the heart forward and down. Widen the palms, so wider than your shoulders. Come up onto the fingertips, and we'll take some little cobras from here. So as you inhale, head and chest off the floor, lift up, and then exhale, forward and down. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, slowly lift. No need to go up too high. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, release. Bring your palms underneath the shoulders. Press back into your tabletop pose. And we'll take a super easy down dog. So palms are shoulder width distance apart. Keep your feet wide, so towards the edges of the mat. And then lift the hips up and back. And go ahead and paddle the feet, bend the knees. Try to get comfortable here. Maybe wiggling a little from side to side, shaking out the head. Just enjoying the full body stretch. We're not here too long. We don't want to use too much strength or effort in this practice. So from this downward dog, look forward, and we're going to step our right foot in between the palms to the top of the mat. Lower the right knee down onto the ground. Lower the left knee down onto the ground and come on up for your low lunge. So tailbone reaches down, palms reaching up, hips pressing forward. Taking an easy twist, let's bring the left hand to the floor. Keep your right arm up as you open the chest. Look down, bring your right fingertips to the floor. From here, we're coming into a seated twist. So curl the back toes under, lift the left knee off the mat, and you're going to slide that left knee behind your right ankle until you can settle both hips to the floor. So I'm crossing my right foot over the top of the left thigh, pressing both hips to the ground. Bring your right fingertips behind you about 6 inches. On an inhale, left arm reaches up, lengthen. Exhale, twist over towards the right. So maybe just grab a hold of that thigh as you pull the right shoulder back. Keep all 4 corners of your right foot down on the floor. Pull the lower belly in. Unwind. Let's extend that right leg forward. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. We're setting ourselves up for a forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hinge at the waist to fold. Make this really passive, so instead of holding on and pulling and pushing, just let the arms rest where they land. Relax the upper back and fold. Feel free to bend the right knee generously here. Walk the fingertips back in, rolling up nice and slow. So from here, we're just going to bend your right knee and bring your right shin in front of your left. So both knees are bent. Right leg is just stacked a little bit in front of the left. If this doesn't work, you can just do an easy cross-legged stance. You're gonna walk the palms forward and fold all the way down. Maybe patting the forehead with the palms or the folds. Twists are a really great way to decompress and to slow down. Lock the hands back in, lift back up. We're going to make our way back into that easy downward facing dog. So palms are shoulder width distance apart. Keep the feet really wide as you curl the toes and then lift the hips up and back. So stretching out to the backs of the legs, reaching out to the arms. Let's see that sequence on the second side. So look forward and step your left foot in between the palms. Lower the right knee down onto the ground, coming up into your low lunge. Arms reach up. Lift up and out of the lower back. One of the best poses you can do if you sit for a long time during the day, which many of us do. And let's take our twist. So just drop the right hand to the floor. Keep the left arm up. Hold the left shoulder back as you open the chest. Bring your left palm to the floor. Curl the back toes under so you can lift the right knee off the mat. We're coming into our seated twist. So you're going to slide your right knee behind the left ankle and then sit the hips down. Realign yourself so you're crossing your left foot over the right thigh. Plant the left sit bone to the floor. Left fingertips go behind you. Inhale, right arm extends up. And then exhale, twist to the left. Really grab a hold of your thigh as you pull it in towards the chest. Try not to round forward or slouch here. You want to reach the head up towards the sky, lengthening the spine. Breath is slow and steady and fluid. Notice if it feels restricted or shallow. Let's unwind and release. Extend your left leg forward. Bring your right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Taking your hamstring stretch. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Make this really easy and passive. Bend your knee as much as you like. Breathing into the back body. chest. Taking that seated forward fold, bend the left knee, and you're just going to bring the left shin a couple inches in front of the right shin. Rock the palms forward, and set the forehead on the block, on the forearms, go directly to the floor. 5 breaths here, nice and slow. Let's unwind and lift back up. Bring your feet flat on the floor, knees are bent, palms are behind you. And just try to lift the chest up. Keep the elbows bent and squeezing in towards each other. So you're trying to feel a stretch into the shoulders, maybe down into the biceps. And you release lower all the way down onto your back. Keep your knees bent, feet on the floor. Let's make our way into reclined pigeon pose. You'll need to cross your right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Keep that foot firmly flexed and press the knee away from you. If this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, you're going to pull your left knee in towards the belly. Pull it in a tiny bit closer. Give it a big squeeze. Keep your right ankle crossed over the thigh, but just let the left foot back down to the floor. We're going to take an IT band stretch from here. So all you need to do is drop your left leg over to the left until your right foot comes down flat to the ground. I find it useful here to grab a hold of the right ankle with my left hand, and then reach your right arm out to the side so the right shoulder stays down on the mat. If you're not feeling much here, it might be because your knee is falling in towards you. You want to try to keep pressing your right knee as far away from you as possible until you get a deep stretch into the IT band and the outer edge of your right hip. Take 5 breaths here. Coming into a leg spinal twist from here, and let go of your ankle so both arms are out into a T. And you can lift your leg back up. Just keep crossing your right thigh over the left thigh before letting both knees drop over towards the left. So for this, you want to make sure that your right shoulder stays down on the ground. Feel the back body supported on the earth. Imagine all of your stress, all of your tension melting away. Letting go a little more with every exhale. Engage your core a little bit so you can lift the knees back up to center, uncross the legs. And before we do that sequence on the second side, just pull your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big squeeze. Maybe lift head and shoulders off the mat. Bring your nose towards the knees. Set the feet back down. Let's take reclined pigeon pose. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Press your left knee away from you. Either stay here with the foot flexed or draw the right knee in towards the belly. Set the right foot down to the floor, making our way into our IT band stretch. Keep your legs in the same shape as they are. Just let the right thigh drop down to the floor until the left foot comes down onto the ground. Catch a hold of your left ankle with your right hand. Remember, we're trying to press our left knee away from us and extend the left arm out into a T. Sending deep belly breaths all the way down into that left hip, inviting it to open and soften.
Deep inhale, feel the chest and the belly rise. And then let's come into our laying spinal twist. So lift the knees just a little so you can cross your left thigh directly over the right. Maybe shift your hips a little bit more to the left before dropping both knees over to the right. So arms can extend out into a T. Keep trying to plant your left shoulder blade down on the floor. Chest is facing up. These twists are a great way to help improve digestion and relieve discomfort in the lower back. Great way to end the day. Belly just a little bit so you can lift the knees across the legs. And just like we did before, pull your knees to your chest, give them a big squeeze. Maybe lift head and shoulders off the floor, bring your nose towards the knees. And let's release. Bring your arms out to the sides. Just lift your legs up. Flex and point the toes. Bend and straighten the legs. Even more. Let's make our way into Shavasana, our final resting pose. And you might want to grab some blankets or some pillows, setting yourself up so that you can let go completely. Feeling the back body supported. Notice if you are tensing the muscles in the face or the jaw. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. I encourage you to stay here for a few minutes, maybe as long as you would like. If you enjoyed this bedtime practice, please remember to subscribe to my channel.